Alright, I am getting ready to put my AC pump back in. Now I've decided to actually remove my entire air conditioning system. My condenser is punctured. The car came to me that way. At the bare minimum, I have to replace the condenser. They're $200. I believe I also need to replace the evaporator. They're fairly cheap and it's tucked away back in there, and I don't want to deal with that. Then I have to charge the system, or at least pay for a test, find more leaks, charge it. It could get pretty expensive for a car I only put 1,000 or 2,000 miles a year on. So I decided I'm gonna remove it, and there's some benefits to that. I'm gonna have a lot more room. I know a couple lines here and there doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's gonna be significant. I'm gonna have more room under the hood to work, and it's gonna be noticeable. I could not find a delete pulley for the LT1 engine. It looks like they went up through 1991. I'm not saying there isn't one out there, but I couldn't find one during my searches. So I fabricated a delete plate. Okay, so the AC compressor is held in with 4 bolts. One is longer than the other 3. The longer bolt goes down in the lower right corner, and a bracket goes on there. And I'm not going to install this bolt, and the reason is I'm going to paint my bracket. I just realized that now. I'm going to paint that. I'll have to do it tomorrow. And I'm just going to get it started. Going to get another one started. There we go. So it's basically just 4 bolts, and then you need to disconnect the lines from here. And also guys, you'll have to remove the plastic cover here, or I highly recommend it. You remove, it's a dirt shield to keep dust and dirt and water from your engine compartment. You remove that, it allows you to get at these bolts. And again, I'm not going to do the long one. The long one, there's a bracket that goes right back to this bolt in the manifold. I'm going to paint that bracket so it looks nice. I am going to just put the long bolt in. I'm definitely not putting it all the way in. I want to make sure, I am going to tighten these other 3 bolts down. So I want to make sure that everything is aligned. So you'll need a 10mm socket for this. I'm not going to torque anything down right now. I'm just putting it in. I'll torque everything down and finish it when I put that last bolt in tomorrow. And a harness right here. And that's it. Now my cover, I made it out of aluminum. The tricky part here is there's a step. There's a step on here. So I had to manufacture a step in here. It's 85 thousandths of an inch step. And pretty simple actually. And I am not gonna crank this down with any amount of torque. This is just on there for a cover. I mean, that's it. I might put some blue Loctite in there. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow when I torque everything down. The removal process, Again, basically the exact opposite of the install process. There's four bolts. There's a bracket here. You'll have to disconnect the wiring harness. You'll disconnect the 2 lines. That's it. And here's my components. This is my condenser. And what I have here is it's been punctured. It's been punctured right here. You can see the stain. That's from the dye when I had it tested. But there is a hole right in there. And then other than that, it's very simple. The lines come out pretty easily.